Hi everybody, it's Tamara here for lalalandcrafts with another card making tutorial, this week using the fun stamp set Entirely Bonkers. I'll be doing some colouring up of the Cheshire Cat and then the card making tutorial. So let's get started. I ended up colouring 3 different versions of the Cheshire Cat, so I'm going to be using the second smallest rounded stitch rectangle die to create 3 openings in a slimline background panel. So I'll show you as I progressively cut these out, lining them up at different angles and setting the final one square, and then you'll see I've got my 3 openings. I've grabbed out some pieces of scrap Copic cardstock, and I'm going to be cutting out a couple of arrows from the bracket and arrows die, a mushroom and grass border die, and also the 3 clouds dies. So I'm just going to put some colors on these. So I've kind of sped through this to show some rough coloring, and I will have all the colors listed in the description box below. So I'm just blending out my mushrooms, and when I do finish off my mushrooms at the end, I actually add some Nuvo drops in the openings just to add those white dots to my mushrooms. So I'll have again all the details of which actual Nuvo drops I used in the description box below. So I'm just going to blend this color out and just kind of doing some like little flicks up to make the grass look more realistic, and then finish off with YG05. And then actually off camera I do come in with G24 to give that another go over. Now with the arrows, I actually kind of got inspired by the arrows in the original cartoon version of Alice in Wonderland, so that's why I coloured those up. Now I've grabbed this purple and white striped cardstock because I thought that would work perfectly for the Cheshire Cat. This comes from the Colour Me Happy paper pack, so if you did want to do something the same, you can do that. And I do apologise, I had kind of focused in while I was doing the colouring and forgot to focus back out while I was getting this trimmed down to size. So I'm just going to cut 2 from this piece and then finish off with the third with the final scrap piece of that cardstock. And I'm wanting them all to be facing the different ways. So I've got some stripes going across horizontally and then some stripes that will be going vertically. So we'll get those all attached directly to the backing of these openings that I've made. And then finish off with the final one. And that secures that all together. Now I realized after I actually glued that down, and thankfully I realized before the glue had dried, that I actually wanted to set this mushroom grass border into that bottom panel. So I'm just going to trim that to size, and I was able to just lift up that bottom flap, and I'll just put a bit of glue on behind this mushroom grass border, get that secured down, and then just re-stick that bottom section of the front panel down. So we'll get that stuck in, and then I'll just add the extra glue now to the bottom of that cardstock, and that gets that all secured, and thankfully I avoided that mistake. I thought a nice purple trim would look really nice against the back of this white panel and match in nicely with our purple and white stripe. Now I'm actually being quite a lazy craft today, and I haven't measured what I need, so I'm actually just using the front panel as a guide to just get a nice border around the outside, but I will have all the measurements for this in the description box below for you. Now we'll get our front white panel with our cardstock pattern paper attached to our purple cardstock. Put plenty of glue on, get that lined up so you've got that nice border around the edges, and get that secured down. And then I've also grabbed out and cut and scored a white slimline card base, and I'll just attach that to the front. I've grabbed out my scallop sentiments labels, and I'm going to be using the You're Entirely Bonkers sentiment for this. I've roughly placed out where I want all my elements. Now most of the elements I'm just going to stick directly to the front of the card, but 2 of the actual Cheshire Cats I'm going to actually pop up because I want them to be the main focus of this card. So I'm going to stick that label down because I'll be sticking that arrow around it once that's in place. And we'll stick that arrow just kind of coming around the top of that sentiment. So get that attached. And the yellow and the purple just go so well together. So I thought that would be a nice pop of color on the front of this card with the purple. So pushing up. So we'll pop him to the side because we will be putting some foam tape. But this one, as he's going to be nestled in the grass, I'm going to glue him directly underneath that grass, just tucking him in so the grass actually grows up around his feet. Now I've grabbed my Express It foam tape and going to put some pieces on the back of my 2 Cheshire Cats that I'll be propping up. Get off the release paper, and we'll get those attached to the front of the card. So we're just going to line him up sitting in the clouds with his big cheeky smile, and we'll get this one being pointed at. And this is the finished card for today's project. These guys are just so fun to color up, and you could choose different colors, but I kind of wanted to keep original but with a bit of more bright colors in the pink that I used. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. It was so fun to make. If you have, please leave a message and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see any future videos, please ensure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.